everybody?
That was our new opening. What do you think?
We kind of like it.
We kind of like it. Yep, worked hard on it.
Oh my goodness.
It is a chilly 86 degrees here in the RV, but it was 106 about an hour ago, so it's
not too bad.
It's getting better. Thank you. But we were out and about today, so we're boondocking. So we didn't have no AC running, so it got hot. Hot. Hey there, RV underway.
We have been having a good time.
Yep.
Traveling, finally.
We are not in Mississippi anymore. And we're not in Kansas either.
No, and we're not
But, where are we?
Missouri.
No.
Oh.
Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas
so we're not
City.
in Kansas, but we are in Kansas City. There we go.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Missouri, Missouri, whatever you want to call it.
So I would just say people in Kansas City are interesting people. Kind of Twilight-ish. They're not really here, but they're here.
Yeah, we hitch up a toe and forever best friend.
Wait, we haven't gone down the list and said hello to anybody yet.
Well, start saying hello.
Okay. Make sure we say hello to everybody. So Days Great Adventure, Greg and Shelley were first here tonight. So thank you guys. And then Over the Hill RV and Mel Duncan, which is part of Mel and Nettie, which Nettie is on there too. And RV Underway, Ricky and Barbara. Murder Mystery Haunted History. Hey, BB. And Sabino. Oh, Sam is here. Hey. Eagle's Nest. Oh, that's a good one.
I bet
Sam.
It's cooler where he is than where we are.
Yes. If you saw our 10-question research challenge, we asked about names for RV, and so Sam put a name in here as an idea. The Eagle's Nest. Yes, that's a good one. Hitch Up a Toe. Hello. Forever Best Friend. Hello. Oh my goodness. Henry Rimkus. Hello. Rayleigh Creative Travel. Hello. Oh my goodness. John Chalker. Hey, how you doing, buddy? All right. So we got a bunch in here now. Okay, so now we can tell them about the craziness of Kansas City.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Roboto just rolled in too.
Oh, and Follow the Moon. Hey, guys.
Yes, this live stream is talent approved because she's even in the video, and Barbara's here too. Hello, Barbara. So here's the deal.
Oh, you might have to move the camera a little bit.
Yeah.
Because then you can see her.
There she is. Let me just get out of the way. There
we go.
So, yeah, we got to, well, actually, we're not in Kansas City. We're about 30 minutes northeast of Kansas City in Holt, Missouri, at a Boondockers Welcome location.
And it's an interesting Boondockers Welcome.
Yeah, it is.
We just recently joined Boondockers Welcome, and we really like it.
It's our third Boondockers Welcome location.
Yeah, well, the first one we weren't technically members yet.
True.
But then...
Video to come.
Yeah, but then after that, we've stayed at 2 different places since becoming members, and really, it's been pretty awesome.
Yep, it has.
We have enjoyed it.
Yeah, so despite the heat. So we got to the Kansas City area yesterday, pretty early in the afternoon, and we drive downtown.
Hey, Roy and Becky's Travels.
Hey, Roy and Becky. How was... I missed your live, so I have no idea how your the reenacting went this past weekend, but I hope you found your shoes, number one. And if you didn't, I hope you washed your feet. Probably hope you washed your feet anyway after wearing that wool uniform and everything else. But we went downtown Kansas City about 6:30, and it was completely deserted. It almost felt like we were in the opening episode of The Walking Dead, because it was just, there was no traffic. There was no cars. Now, the stoplights were still working because we were getting stopped for days at stoplights with no traffic coming from nowhere. And then there's lots of road construction and people who don't know how to follow detour signs. and we almost got not rear-ended, but front-ended twice in the span of about 45 seconds.
So true.
And it was just because people couldn't read.
And it's
if you're driving down a detour and all the signs, you just see the back of the signs, you're going the wrong direction. Just as an FYI. If you can't read the sign, you're going the wrong way. That's a pro tip, by the way. That's a pro tip for sure, right there.
Mr. Robata said they were planning a trip to Quartzsite in January, February timeframe, weather permitting. And I mean, that sounds really cool. We've thought about going out there. The only issue we have is, is work related and internet, capability.
And we do have to be in Tampa for the RV show in the middle of January.
Right.
So it would be after that.
But there's a potential that we could maybe take some time off of work and do that. So we'll see.
We shall see. So that was our excitement of...
Hey, RV Adventure.
Hey, Steve. And that was our...
And Fred.
Hey, Fred.
Fred's here.
And that was our excitement yesterday. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We have been over 1,400 miles this month so far.
And how many states?
How many states?
Mississippi,
Arkansas, Louisiana.
No, we didn't get it.
We drove through it.
We drove through it. Louisiana,
Arkansas, and Missouri.
Only 4 states
so far. So only 4 years old. I'm 4.
Oh, unless you're staring out the back window of a station wagon. That is absolutely true because we used to have a station
wagon. If you're driving,
like that, and I rode the back.
If you're driving, you need to be able to read the signs.
Are we going to be able to see any of our Missouri friends? Yes, and we're going to talk about that. How many stickers are we adding to the map? By the time this whole adventure's over, quite a few. We have added 2 though.
We've added none so far on this trip.
None on the trip. Right before we left the trip, we added a couple. Just
that was from May.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, April. That was from April. Yeah.
Right.
April.
Yep, April.
And
April. Wow.
Yeah.
Time is flying.
But we're going to be adding a lot. As a matter of fact, in 2 days, we're going to be adding another sticker to the map.
Oh, and I don't know how to say this. So I want to welcome you, though, but Bunham 1963. I hope that I said that right. But thanks. Welcome. Glad you could join us tonight.
But over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be adding 3 stickers.
Oh, man. After this place,
maybe 4.
We're going to be in a state we've never been in.
Yeah. And
I'm so excited.
And we're actually, every state after this is states we've never been. And that's a lot of states we're going to be hitting.
Yeah.
And
we have so many plans.
Yeah, we got plans.
If you haven't joined our Patreon or our YouTube membership, you're going to want to do that because we have been updating those guys with like some behind the scenes stuff and
exclusive
content of things that won't be on videos, and they're not going to be anywhere but there. So. And
Bill's here. And Bill, before you attempt anything, my phone is silenced, and I'm not wearing my watch, so I won't be getting any text messages. I did text him during their live because I hadn't done that in a while, and I felt bad, so I did text him.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Is it a state of confusion? Well, Sam, I think you know me well enough to know that I pretty much live in a state of confusion, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, it looks like Talon's having a ball. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
She is tuckered. I will tell you, the heat gets to her.
The heat index today was 103. It was 91 degrees with a heat index of 103. And Talon's like, yeah.
And bless her heart, she gets
roasting,
stuck in the back seat with Mom.
Roasting. Yes, Bill, I have learned at the feet of the master. Thank you, sir. But.
So, do you want to stick with our list of things?
We're getting there.
Okay.
We'll catch up eventually.
Okay.
So we got big summer plans. A lot of you know about.
And we stated our first casino.
Yeah, well, a lot of firsts so far on this trip. We stayed at our first casino campground. We stayed at our first official Boondockers Welcome. And I say that because we went to the Slow-Mo Crew Rendezvous with KT and BJ 2 months ago now, or last month. And while they are a Boondockers Welcome location, we weren't there as Boondockers Welcome guests, and we hadn't joined yet. So our first official Boondockers Welcome was actually in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
We actually stayed at our friends who are Boondockers Welcome as well in South Carolina. Way pre-YouTube, pre-everything.
Yeah, but they weren't Boondockers Welcome then either.
They weren't either, so yep. But it's kind of interesting. We've stayed there though, and now they are.
So we've got. So that was a first for us.
Dee telling stories.
We are on tonight is going to be our 4th night in a row of boondocking. Now the longest we've ever gone is 5 nights, and that was at the Slow-Mo Crew Rendezvous. But we're doing it a little bit different this time because, well, you're going to see the videos not soon, but kind of soon. Maybe a couple of months, actually, because we're backed up with videos. We got solar, folks, thanks to my good buddy Mel Duncan, who is right over there. Not in here, but he's in his RV right over there. No, right behind us.
Yeah, you're in the wrong direction.
I'm in the wrong direction.
Over there.
Oh, you can't see him. He's back there. He's actually over there. Over that way.
When you're in your RV,
he's
and
here
all the windows
somewhere.
Are closed, you have no idea what direction.
Hey, Van Life Voyages.
Hello.
So we got solar. I'm not giving the details though. I got to save something for the video.
We have so much. We couldn't even cover everything that we have done in this live stream. We have literally done so much.
Mm-hmm. But we do have solar and lithium batteries. And for those of you who know me, we did all of this a little differently than your standard, what everybody else is doing. So this install is a little on. We saved a lot of money doing it the way we're doing it. Let's just put it like that. Videos to come. A lot of money. And we're already ready to get more solar. We need more solar because this 2019 Tiffin Open Road 34 PA is an energy hog. I mean, we have a big residential fridge.
Okay, I just want to put out there, Mel and Eddie will back me up on this, but I think Shelly said, don't we need more solar panels? And they said, try this first and then add if you need it.
We tried. And
but I was right.
Yeah, you were. And plus our solar, well, never mind. I'm not going to go down the path. Watch the videos. Coming to a YouTube channel near you. But yeah, we've done a lot of firsts on this trip besides that. We've seen a lot of cool stuff.
Like when we were in Branson.
Like when we were in Branson. We also have another Elvis video coming out, Elvis related video coming out, which I wasn't expecting. But so this will be our 3rd or 4th Elvis related video we've put out. So I love Elvis. I wasn't expecting it. We weren't out like on an Elvis hunt. Well, we went to Graceland, but I mean, we haven't been to Dunkin' Donuts, so we're not looking for Elvis. See what I did there? You got it, right? Okay. We're our best friend, and I'm upgrading my solar this year. Cool.
Everybody's getting solar. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Blaine, you're right. It's rubbing off on me. I can't read. Now your directional functions failed too. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, didn't know that Little More Satisfaction was actually written for Aretha Franklin. Cool.
Yep.
Can't wait to hear you sing Hound Dog. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. That's all I got.
Yeah. But we don't have enough solar to like run the ACs, obviously, because the generator's cranking and it's hot and the air conditioners are rolling.
Yep.
But we have had a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff is going to be coming out in videos. and some of it's not.
Not is right here on the list. That
So
she's
let's
not
hit it.
looking at.
So let's hit it.
So, dinner show in Branson. We went to the Who Done It Hoedown.
So Who Done It Hoedown? Hey, Rick.
Who Done It Hoedown.
Nice to meet
That
you.
was fun. I mean, it was that corny type of humor, and so it was really interesting.
Yeah.
They got my name wrong on like our tickets. They called me Shirley, and
Surely you can't be serious.
they did.
I am
it was
serious.
Funny because the
Don't
lady
call me
who was
Shirley.
showing us to our seats. I said, "Well, Shirley's the new one. I haven't ever been called Shirley. I've been Sherry. I've been, Shelley spelled different ways, but I've never been a Shirley." And she said, "Well, my name's Shirley. It's a good name." So then I felt kind of bad. But yep, I was a Shirley.
So what movie was I just quoting? Come on.
Oh,
Forever
everybody
Best Friend.
knows that
It was written
movie.
by my old poker buddy, Mac Davis. Love Mac Davis. He was awesome.
So I enjoyed the Whodunit Hoedown.
There ain't nothing but I can't sing. All right.
He was willing to try for you guys. I cannot believe it.
And the cool thing about the Who Done It Hoedown, the cool thing about
Sue,
the-
Lucky Dogs prediction.
the cool thing about the hoedown was we sat almost in the very back. We were one row up from the very back, which was awesome because the theater was slanted. Well, kind of awesome. Yet the floor was slanted, and so were the tables. And so Shelley you got your drinks and your silverware, and then you go sit down. Well, Shelley's glass, and she didn't fill it because the glasses were already filled. You just grabbed one. Was filled to the top. So when she set it down, well, the table was leaning like this, and so was the cup. It just started spilling out. It was funny, but because we were in the very back, we actually got served first almost. Yeah, I mean they started the other end of the tables, then they rolled to us. But within like 10 minutes or so of sitting down, we were eating. And we were done eating. The show was almost halfway over before some people even got their food.
Yeah, well, not that much, but I think that like everywhere, help is a premium. So, but I will say we met some of the nicest people while we were there. The lady behind us came and took our picture, and we met a real nice family in front of us in line. And it was nice. I love stuff like that where you get to meet people and, chat for a few minutes. So.
Yep. It was a lot of fun.
But that wasn't the only good food we had on this trip. Now I'm going to just say, food coma has been a continual phrase on this trip.
I'm going to have to start up sweating to the oldies. Where's my spandex? I don't know what it is, but we have had some good food. And I don't even know where it started to begin with, but I mean Branson, I think really. But in Branson, we went to. It started at breakfast.
Yeah, the dinner show in Branson. Well, actually, it started at breakfast that morning.
Yeah, that morning.
So we didn't plan very smart because we went to Billy Gale's. Anybody ever been to Billy Gale's?
Google
in Branson?
Google it.
Or the Ozarks. There's one in the Ozarks. Oh my goodness, we're talking 14-inch pancakes. $1 billion bacon. I mean, amazing food. And
huge portions. I mean, the plates, I mean, like she said, 14-inch pancake on a 14-inch plate. And I think that's what all the other plates were, 14 inches or bigger. I had the hash browns were like this big. I mean, it was like half the plate and thick. I had the most hash browns I'd ever seen in one sitting in my life. It's usually about how much hash browns 4 people would get combined at a normal restaurant. It was just that insane. And everything was just huge portions there. And we went back to the RV and I went to bed for 2 hours. And I think Mel did too.
Yep. We have a quick question. Do you think that as the country opens more, that a lot of you full-time YouTubers will make it out here to the West? I cannot find anybody on YouTube that is full-time on the West Coast. Actually, we are going to the West Coast, and there are, in fact, even in our live stream right now tonight, YouTubers that are on the West Coast. Dave's Great Adventure is full-time, and they are on the West Coast, and they're in the live stream tonight. And we're headed out there. Nursing Our Travel Bug, they're in Colorado.
That's west.
So that's
West-ish.
west-ish.
Yeah.
But if you're meaning west coast like Washington and Oregon and that, Days Great Adventure is in Washington, I believe. So right now. So yep, there are some that are out there, and we're going to be headed that way. So hopefully we can see you when we get out there.
Yeah, we're heading towards Washington and Oregon and all that. Pretty soon.
Yep, and so then after we had that big breakfast, then we went to the dinner theater that night. So I mean, like total stuff. So then we got up and it was a travel day. Like, I don't know what we're thinking.
Nobody ate.
Nobody wanted to eat. But then we were meeting friends at Lambert's. I mean, Lambert's, really. I mean, have you been to Lambert's? I mean, more food coma. More food coma.
Yeah, Fred, the other guy isn't a full-timer, though. The other guy being Jerry at Happy Place Diaries. Jerry
Yeah, he's not full-time. But he is out there.
He's out there. He's way out there. No, I'm just...
Diary of Family's headed out that way too. Yep. So
Fukuoka.
So yeah, I'm gonna just say that Lambert's was a little dangerous for Mel. He was sitting next to me, and I was trying to film them throwing the roll at me, and it pretty much hit Mel.
Yeah, this was Shelly. Throw me the roll.
Okay.
And just as soon as it missed her, Shelly didn't catch it. It fell on the floor, and then what happened?
He throws a roll to the people behind us, and the lady jumped up to grab it and knocked her kid's drink over, and it went on Mel.
You ever seen those like at sporting events where they have the t-shirt cannon, and people are like, or a foul ball, goes out in the stands, and people are jumping all over each other? Well, that's what this woman did. She jumped over her kid, and she didn't clear the kid's drink though, and the drinks at Lambert's come in cups almost this big. So they're huge drinks.
They're huge.
And all I heard was, whoa! And I felt a couple of drops of liquid on the back of my leg. And then I looked over at Mel. Mel was like,
He wasn't soaked or anything.
No, he didn't get bad.
But he did get wet from it. So Mel took a couple for the team that day.
Yeah, but Lambert's was a lot of fun. And why were we at Lambert's?
With Brian and Debbie.
That's right.
Yep, we're the trail leads.
Yep, our good friends.
So, yep.
Brian and Debbie. And we got to tour their new little RV.
Oh my goodness. Gorgeous.
Taj Mahal RV.
Gorgeous Taj Mahal RV. Yep. And so we enjoyed. We had a pretty good afternoon with them. Yep. And so that was, and that wasn't just like the only good food we had, but those were like our big, like all of a sudden we did boom, boom, boom. And we're like, we're not going to eat
boom, damn it. We just did boom, boom, boom.
Right.
If you don't know what that meant, go check out RV Underwear.
But anyway,
Broken Dreams Reborn. Hey
guys. But anyway, we
glad you got that shelf fixed.
a lot of food at one point. So we were just kind of like not eating for days just because we were still eating.
Yeah, and the thing with Lambert's is we had to throw away our leftovers because we didn't realize we were not going to be back here for hours. But and I had an open faced roast beef sandwich. I ate half of it, which I think it was like 3 pounds of roast beef. It was a lot of food, in addition to all the sides, and then we had to throw it away, unfortunately.
Which is okay because today when we went to lunch, they accidentally messed up our order, misunderstood.
And then there was today. Anybody ever heard of this place?
Last time we were on live, we
Hello,
talked about
Garden.
barbecue and, different kinds of barbecue. So we went to a barbecue place last night, and then we went to Arthur Bryant's today. And the other one was rated number 2. And that's
here's the mistake we made yesterday. Okay, Shelly found this list of the best barbecue places in Kansas City.
From Kansas City Magazine.
From Kansas City Magazine, which we should have known up front was probably a bunch of yuppie type,
young casuals,
that really don't understand barbecue. And this was the case because the place we ate at last night was number 2, and it was good.
It was good.
It was good. But the pulled pork was the pulled pork was drier than the California forest during fire season.
But they had amazing ranch dressing and creamed corn, cheesy creamed corn.
We're kidding there, BB. Hang on.
Yep.
And then I looked up barbecue places because I had heard of one, but I couldn't remember the name of it. And that's where we came up with this. Arthur Bryant's Barbecue. Arthur Bryant is or was considered the king of Kansas City barbecue. And oddly enough, on the list Shelley found, what number was Arthur Bryant's? 5. So we went to number 2, which was, hey, Living Life's Journey. And then we went to Arthur Bryant's, number 5, which was, wow, this place is awesome.
And the guy in line said, what do you mean number 5? They were clearly wrong.
Yeah. And here's the deal. Here's how I decide what barbecue places to go to, especially with barbecue. Okay, the place has to look a little rundown on the outside, maybe even on the inside.
Did you have a Living Life's Journey?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
And you have to be able to smell the barbecue outside.
Oh, immediately.
You know, smell the wood that they're smoking with. You have to do that. And then you go inside. There has to be a huge line. And the line was to the door.
I still smell it.
Yeah, the line was to the door in this place. And the other place we went to, which was number 2, it was very, I wouldn't say upscale, but upscale-ish. Kind of, you know, they had cloth napkins, things like that.
Yep.
Arthur Bryant's, you got a tray with a piece of paper on it and your food thrown on the tray. And there was a pile of napkins at the table with barbecue sauce. There are 3 different barbecue sauce. And you got a big drink. And that's how you know the difference. If you find a place like that, that's the place to go.
So we had like 1.5 pounds of meat, plus 8 ribs, plus a pound of fries, and I think about a half a loaf of bread by accident because it's not what I ordered.
Yeah, Natasha, however, it was drier than a $2 steak. Arthur Bryant's was wonderful about it. They said, no worries, y'all enjoy it. And, you know, we paid for, you know, what we thought we were getting. We have enough leftovers to feed us and Melinetti.
For 3 days, probably.
Yeah.
But
that's just in meat. That's just meat.
Good. Yeah.
Burn-ins. So definitely, the burn-ins were good. The brisket was probably top 2, if not top 1 I've ever eaten in my life. So.
Yeah. So that brings us to our meetups, which, you know, Phoebe was getting to, but
she's anxious.
I know. So our first, when we first got on the road, the very first meetup that we got to was Troubadour because we got to see them in Arkansas enforcement. So we were really, really fortunate because we happened to be there on Sunday. So we got to go to church with them.
Which was great.
You know, and that was really a lot of fun to be able to worship. We love to go and worship with our friends. Hang
on, we need to back up just a tad.
Okay.
Because Ricky and Barbara are here, so they took us to a great barbecue place.
Okay.
In Alabama, in Tuscaloosa. Okay, Ricky, Barbara, the place you took us to, which I can't remember the name of. Dreamland Barbecue. Amazing, great barbecue. Arthur Bryant's, I'd have to try them both side by side to say which one was better, I think. They were both top notch.
Dreamland. I'm going to just say.
I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be close.
I'm going to say that for Kansas City barbecue, Arthur Bryant is my favorite, but for Alabama, definitely Dreamland. And then, of course, you know, there's Texas barbecue, and we haven't been to what Melinetti say is the best, which they say is Black's, and we haven't been there.
Hey,
so we've been to Rudy's, so we like it. All right, so can I move on?
Yes, sorry.
All right, so we got to worship with our friends, and so we love that. So
yep, that was
wherever
great.
by you and you go to church, we'd love to worship with you. And then we got to spend the day with them, and we got to go to a National Historic Park,
Fort
and
Smith.
Fort Smith, and see part of that and where it was originally, and hang out with Jetty, and they got to love on Talon a little bit and stuff in the park, and so that was fun. Talon loved it because normally when she gets a treat, she has to, shake her hand or do something to get the treat, but not with Jetty, because he'd just be like, here.
Yep.
So she loved that. She loved to be able to get a treat without having to do anything.
Yep. Hole-in-the-wall places, they tend to be the best. Absolutely, especially when you're talking about barbecue and Mexican food.
Hey, Foreverland.
Those are the two off the top of my head I can think of. The sketchier they look on the outside, because most likely on the inside of a Mexican restaurant, there's mom, grandma, whoever is in the back cooking, she's been cooking for since she was 4 years old, and now she's 84, and she's been cooking the whole time. And in the barbecue joints, you got those kind of chubby guys, and they just been smoking meat for half a century. Yeah. And they're spending their money on good quality wood and meat. They're not cleaning that grill because you get flavor from that, from that crust that builds up on the grill. Have you tried Mission Barbecue? Yeah, actually, Mission Barbecue catered our daughter's wedding.
We love Mission Barbecue. They're good as well. So again, that's another one that's more, I would say for us, that's North Carolina. But Michael's got his favorite North Carolina barbecue, and that's what? Most favorite North Carolina barbecue?
Eastern North Carolina barbecue, I would say probably, I forgot the name of the place.
I put him on the spot.
We'll
come back around to it. So after we saw Troubadour, we got to hang out with them. Mm-hmm. We left and we went to go to Branson and different stuff, but then and Springfield, but then we left and we went to go see BB. Yep. Haunted History, Murder Mystery.
The legend,
Murder Mystery,
the
Haunted
myth.
History. I got to say it right. Yes, so we got to go see BB.
And before we saw BB, we actually drove on a road named BB.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
Because out here they name them. And we're right off PP right now.
True. And the WAG showed up. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
They're way out west.
Yep, they're way out west. And full-timers.
Yep.
So, but we got to meet up with BB, and she brought some gifts for me and Nettie, and then for all of us, she brought us some Ted Drews, which is phenomenal.
I still haven't tried it yet, because I keep forgetting.
Out in...
I'm going to try that, right after this.
I know, BB still hasn't had it. It's in the freezer, though, and thank goodness we have a freezer that,
Well, she did mention something, and I popped up on the screen a minute ago. She said something about Talon and rabbits.
I know. She loves that story. Well, let's just say we were all sitting around after. Okay, we're not like the kind of people that go to Cracker Barrel and pull out our lawn chairs. However, in this particular case, this was Mel and Nettie's first time at a Cracker Barrel.
And we spoiled them.
Nicest
Cracker Barrel we've ever
It
stayed in.
was the hugest parking lot.
Huge.
We were all the way in the back.
Mm-hmm.
There was nobody else there.
It's pretty level. Hey, time for exploring.
And they had wonderful thick grass right next to it. So we were sitting in, we got our chairs out so we could enjoy the custard that, BB had brought us. And so we were there and we're eating our custard, and there was a rabbit that went by, and Talon was kind of free range back there. There was nobody back there. And she took off, and so did Michael. So they kind of joked that they'd never seen
like
Michael
a gazelle
run that fast.
Like a gazelle.
Yeah.
That close to running into the slide.
Right.
Me, not Talon. She's way too short for that.
But, she did come back. She only chased it like goodbye out of the yard kind of thing. So.
She chased it out of her territory.
That's right. So it was kind of funny. But we enjoyed being able to hang out with her and Josh. And so that was really
a good time.
fun. That was a good time.
We closed down the joint.
We did. So we're hoping the next time that we can come through and have a little bit more time there. But it was a pretty busy time for that area. I don't know. All their campgrounds were really either full or crazy because expense-wise because of the time of year. And so...
Well, it's kind of close to Six Flags, too. So
it was, So, but we saw some interesting Roadside America there.
Yes, we did. Yep. So we're going to... That's all I'm going to say about that.
if you haven't seen our videos about Roadside America, we are Roadside America junkies. We like the oddities, and we've seen
quite a few.
Lot of oddities.
Yep. Body parts.
True.
Everything.
True.
So then we did boondocked at Cracker Barrel. Then we went to a winery and boondocked.
We forgot what we did. Actually, on our way to CB,
oh yeah,
we made a stop.
We actually was right on I-44, which is also right next to and part of Route 66. So we did some Route 66 stops. Not a ton, and video to come on that. But oddly enough, for the second time in history, we randomly ran into Shelly's mom.
I know people are like, don't you know your mom is going this way or that way? And I said, yes, but we actually didn't know what route they were taking. Exactly. We
weren't trying to coordinate anything.
No, it just so happened. So the first time we met in Georgia, and they were going from Florida, I think it was, back up to Ohio,
right.
And we were going across this way, getting back to North Carolina, and we randomly crossed. And that happened to be a good thing, because at that time we dolly
towing in our previous RV too.
Yeah, and one of the straps broke, so we happened to just pull off, and he went to go check, and
it broke pulling out of the Cracker Barrel.
Yep. So
hey, Paul, the Air Force guy is here.
So that was really cool. We got it fixed there, and we were safe. Everything was good. And then this time we got to run into her, and she was with friends that I've known most of my childhood and adult life. So we got to see Rebecca and Jenny and Beverly and Mom, and made that stuff. And so that was really fun. And so if you're friends with me on Facebook, that's where I posted my pictures on my personal Facebook, but they'll be coming out later.
To a YouTube channel near you.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we went to the winery, Harvest Host.
Yeah.
And I got to fly the drone a lot.
Oh my goodness.
I used up all 3 of my batteries. And oh yeah. I mean, one thing that's changed since the last time we did a live, even though we've posted it, so you probably already know, is
is Mom in here?
I haven't seen her. I got my pilot's license, so I'm actually a pilot, as Randy Quaid said in Independence Day, very drunkenly. I'm not drunk. I haven't been drinking today, and but I'm a pilot. And there's also another licensed pilot, at least one that I know of, in this live stream right now, and that's our good friend Dustin from Wayward Wags. He took his test, I think, the day before I did, or a couple of days before I did. Yeah. So, Hank, where are my wings? Yeah, I've been looking for wings, and the little thin Ray-Ban aviator sunglasses, I haven't been looking hard, because what I was honestly looking for, they got the tuxedo t-shirts and things like that. I was looking for a t-shirt that was like a flight suit. It looked like a flight suit. And they have them for kids, but they don't have them for adults, which is, I think it's crap. They really do. I could get an X-Wing fighter, their flight suit, one of their flight suits. I can get that in a t-shirt, but that's not it. So Dustin and I are official FAA certified licensed pilots. So yes, not only am I. So when people now ask me, because I've been in the Air Force over half my life.
Right.
Do you fly planes? Yes, I do. They're about that big, but I do fly them.
Not for the Air Force.
Not for the Air Force. Oh yeah, Hank. I know where you guys are. Oh, you some wings and shades. Yeah. I meant to do this and I forgot, because when we were in Gulfport, right next to Keesler Air Force Base, I was going to go over to the Air Force Base, because the Air Force, at least, I don't know about the other branch service, has specific wings for their drone pilots. So I was actually going to get 2 of them, one for me and one for Dustin, but then I forgot. So we got to work on getting the aviator. So we got to do that. So I had a great time flying my my drone, my Mavic Air 2, and like I said, I went through all 3 batteries.
So I forgot to send this picture to you, but and now I don't know where it is. Nettie sent it to me, but it isn't on my phone now, Nettie. So, but we did meet some people.
We met people.
On our travel. I mean, we met a lot of different people. We don't have names for everybody, but do you remember
slow momentum's in here? We've already talked about you.
Yep.
You're too late for that.
Do you remember the 2 couples that we met outside the world's largest gift shop?
Yes.
Nettie sent me that picture, but I'm not sure which place it went because it doesn't seem to be on my phone now because it's not in my photos.
Yeah. That's going to be a Patreon and YouTube member thing since we don't have the picture here. So for our Patreon and YouTube members, you're going to see something funny. Hilarious.
I've never met such funny people.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
And just they were very funny. So
it was. All right.
I would have shared it with you.
What's next, babe?
What's next? I don't know. I was looking for the picture.
Now, Ricky, if I'm ever on a plane and somebody asks, is there a pilot on board? I'm going to start having flashbacks like in the airplane movie. The sweat's going to come in profusely out of me. I'm going to have flashbacks to World War I dogfights. I haven't watched Airplane in a long time.
Yeah,
watch that
our
again.
Harvest Hosts are beginners welcoming campgrounds, but I will say this, that Harvest Host that we stayed at was phenomenal, and we did share a lot of the pictures of that place with our YouTube and Patreon members. So, and I mean, it was really amazing.
Yeah.
Place.
Foreverland, thanks for the offer. I actually had a flight suit, and I got rid of it because they're not comfortable.
No.
And I mean, they're pajamas, but they're not comfortable in the heat. And okay, there it is. And we got some. We're going to be hitting some Air Force bases up, and I'll probably pick up some wings there in the next couple of weeks. And but thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. We'll see. I'm actually what I need to do is I need to have like I got my Our Epic RV Adventure shirt on here. I just need to have the wings embroidered right here. I just have embroidered wings or a sign to put on my hat that says, "Yes, I'm a legit pilot. Thank me for my service."
Y'all help me now. Leslie and I need all the prayers that we can get because
I got jokes.
These
Dreaming out loud RV.
Hey guys.
And yeah.
So we have had a ton of fun, and we haven't even talked about a third of the things that we have done and what's upcoming. I mean, and our plans kind of keep changing to a degree. I mean, not where we're staying.
Thanks, Howdegard, for showing up. Enjoy your dinner.
We think we're going to have 1 minute, and then the next minute, we go, oh, we didn't even know that was there. We're doing this. And so we kind of changed by what we kind of keep finding out. And for meeting people, we got to mention who we're meeting up with tomorrow night because it's not fair that we're meeting up tomorrow night. Because we were supposed to meet them tonight, and we said, no, we're going live. So
they're not even in the chat, so why should we mention them?
Well, they have some stuff going on.
I know.
Okay. So we'll be meeting up with Jerry Holly and Sherry and
Backroads RV, Backroads Art Studio, and
Kay and Our Destinations.
The Quiet Channel.
Ryan. Yeah, they're very, very quiet folks. So we'll be meeting up with them
tomorrow. Paul, we're having a great time. Paul, the newest addition to the full-time RVing family.
Oh, yeah,
and they look to be enjoying the heck out of it.
I know. It is so exciting when you do that. And then all the full-timers are like, yay! Somebody else joined us.
And then we're like, oh, crap. That's one more person looking for reservations in the campground.
Kind of true. We'll have to be like Greg. I need all the people who are not needing campground reservations to go home. Just like...
Yeah. All right. What's next, babe?
Well, and then we wanted to mention some of the campgrounds that we've been in, especially Cook's RV
Yeah.
campground. That was a neat little place.
Northeast of Springfield. I mean, literally like 10 minutes from downtown. 10, 15 minutes from downtown.
It was a small little place. It was a mom and pop place, but it was very clean. And they were the nicest.
The friendliest staff I've ever seen at any campground. Not even close.
Yeah.
I mean, there's them, and then there's everybody else way down here. Not town.
Yeah.
But they were great. We do have a video coming out. Obviously, campground review for that.
Yeah, but we just wanted to make sure that we set an extra, thing for them, because they just really, really were nice people. And she gave me a little background history, and I don't even think you put it in the campground. She said it was like from, the campground was from 1965, so the sites are a little bit tighter, but they are helpful in putting you in there and everything.
Well, give the whole video away.
I'm not giving the whole video away.
Hank, I had to look at that link later because I can't pull it up right now.
Oh, they're at Mayberry. Yes, Foreverland. Yay. Okay.
Cool.
Even if they have to sleep in the truck. Well, some other people did that last year.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the first.
And Nursing Our Travel Bug, their park's been packed since Memorial Day. I mean, it is crazy. I mean, it's like, obviously everybody knew that it was harder to find, RVs. So if they're harder to find, then obviously people are buying them, and people are buying them mean that they're getting out and going and doing. And when they're getting out and going and doing, they're using up the park. So boondocking is the way to go.
Yeah.
Get your solar.
We've had next to no issues finding a place to boondock.
Right.
Nice places too.
Right.
And we might have a really cool, unique boondockers welcome coming up if they'll ever respond to our request for the reservation. But we'll see.
Well, this place was pretty cool too, because the owners came. They were supposed to be leaving themselves.
Yeah, the owners of this particular boondockers welcome, they're actually in Watkins Glen, New York right now, because he races the little Formula style cars. I don't remember what they're called. They're not go-karts, but they look like Indy cars, but they're just much smaller. It's an SCCA sanctioned event. I just don't remember what the cars are called, but that's what he does as a hobby. And they rolled up in here with their 45-foot tag axle pulling this huge trailer, and they're on their way to the Glen. So,
yep. But they came in here. They saw that we were here because we said, "Oh, we missed you guys by an hour," but they were late getting out, and so all of a sudden he blew into here.
Yeah, he blew in here.
We're like, it has to be the owners, because nobody else would be pulling. And they had a 45-footer with a huge trailer on the back, and I swear he was doing 70 when he came in here. He was coming in hot, and we're just standing there going. But they were the nicest people. Got a tour of their RV.
Yep.
Very, very sweet. So again, we like boondockers welcome.
Yeah, we do. And
everybody we've met so far is great.
And we're in the middle of an 11-night boondocking extravaganza. And day after tomorrow, we leave here. We go to a Harvest Host for a little bit, and then we go to another boondockers welcome. Then we go to a Harvest Host, and then we go to a campground finally. And then after the campground, we're going to another campground, which is Al's Oasis. Oh. It's an oasis, so it's got to be good. And I know Ricky from RV Underway was really looking forward to Al's Oasis, and I'm sorry he's not going to be able to make it. Him and Barbara aren't going to be able to make it up there, but
he was with a name like Al's Oasis, you got to stay there.
That's right. But health comes first, and we're praying for you, buddy, and hope to see you out on the road soon. No, it wasn't Formula One.
I don't know. So upcoming, we have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and more lots of stuff. I'm so behind even on Instagram. I have so many pictures, literally, of things we've done that I am behind on Instagram.
Yeah.
I could post 2 or 3 times a day and still not like catch up. We have done a lot.
Yep, it's
Oh yeah, pet peeves.
Yep, agreed. What's next? We done with the list?
You've covered your list.
Ooh, we're done with the list. So we have done a lot. We've seen a lot. We've done a lot in the last 2 days we've been here in Kansas City. I went to the World War I Museum today, and like I said, Indy Light. Yeah, I think that's it, Fred. Indy Light. Yep. And of course, we went to Arthur Bryant. Yes, time for exploring. It is in South Dakota. So, is it really an oasis?
Yeah, you're going to have to give us a scoop if it's really worth it.
Yeah, because the one thing Ricky said for us was, don't look at it. Let's just go and be amazed at the oasis without looking at it. And so that's what we're trying to do.
It could be a dump. We don't really know.
Yeah.
And it's just called Al's Oasis. Because that's one thing that Mel said, I don't get it. Why do they call it a resort? And you look at it, there's no resort here. There's no pool. There's no amenities. There's nothing. It's
that's
like
because you had
a
to
parking lot.
That's because you were so hard up to find a place. You had to resort to staying there.
Oh, okay. Clearly.
See what I did there? But yeah, it's been a fun trip so far.
Hey, honey, and me.
Hey, honey, and me.
Glad you could pop in.
We are going to be seeing some really cool and some really weird stuff coming up. I'm very excited about some of the things we're coming up to see.
Some of it
very historical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been a fun trip so far. What's not been fun is this time last year, I could fill up the RV for like 75 or so bucks. No, not fill up, but over half a tank for like 75 bucks. Now, a half a tank is like 120, 125, $30. And we have a gas RV, so gas is up. So this trip's costing us more than previous trips for sure, just in gas. But since we're boondocking so much, we're actually saving some money there.
That's true.
Even though we're running the generator right now, the generator burns like maybe half a gallon an hour, if that, under load. So it's not that bad.
Nope.
And we almost had another meetup. Almost. After we met up with BB, the next day when we were leaving, we've come to find out that the legendary Slow Momentum, who's in here now, he wasn't driving through. He wasn't, but unfortunately, they were on time schedule because they were making a delivery, so we missed them.
Yeah, we have the app Nomads Near Me, so if you
iPhone only.
Yep, iPhone only. I think they are coming out with an Android one. I don't know when it's coming out, but anyway, it's been iPhone only, and so Slow-Mo got it, and then he found us, and he was like, "Hey, I'm right by you guys." So that was kind of really cool.
Yeah.
And then we were able to find other people on there. I never really got into the app per se and searched for people or anything like that, but it kind of spurred me to do that while we were driving to kind of look. So that was a lot of fun. And it is kind of a cool app to be able to see that people are close. You can set it to pinpoint where you're at, but you can also set it to make it so it's kind of, you're in the area, but not right where you're at.
Exactly. So we got 28 people in here right now.
Wow.
So it's a lot more than when we started. So maybe we should show them a little something.
Show them that again.
We have a new intro coming out. Well, you'll see it Friday in our next video. But
because you guys came?
But because you're here now, let's take a look at our new intro video right now.
You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest, to the fullest.
What do you think?
Yeah.
We kind of like it. it.
Yeah.
It's
So-
okay if you don't. You can tell us, but we kind of like it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Mr. Roboto, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you. So we're hoping for cooler weather as
Hey, Timmy Ray the
as we travel west, because 103 degree heat index is not cool for boondocking.
No,
Not at all.
it is not Talon approved.
It is definitely not Talon approved at all. As you can see here, sitting here.
And for us, that's what it's all about. Is it Talon approved or not Talon approved? That's why we have the shirts that say Talon approved on it, because you have to be Talon approved.
And that's the way. And honestly, since we've had Talon now almost 5 years, and it's always been a Talon approved thing.
Yep.
From the
From the
time we
get-go,
got her,
we've been always saying
everything had to be
approved.
Talon approved.
Yep.
Where we go, where we sit,
The people.
People.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And she likes pretty much everybody.
Oh, now they show up.
Oh. There they are.
Oh, that's right, because we're
Their
close to the
ears
end.
were burning.
Yeah, their ears were. I know they were busy today. Head to Montana. It's
Just getting home.
It's hardly
Yep.
gets above 95, but it gets cold at night. Yeah, Montana's the place we want to go. North
Mhm.
Dakota, probably not, but
Hey, North Dakota could have some really good stuff.
But we got to go.
Every state
We've
has
got
good stuff.
to go.
It's just a matter of.
We got to put the
what you
sticker
do.
on the map.
Yeah.
It's 97 degrees out, and we are sitting outside eating. Only.
Only 6% humidity here in
Okay.
Wyoming. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
You
So
know,
it's
it
actually
is-
hotter there than it is here right now.
Yeah,
Because it's
but
like 90 here.
But I will say outside is way better than it is inside.
Yeah.
But we can't sit outside because where we're located, there's a road that would make it too crazy for our live stream.
It's actually kind of like Watkins Glen out here, with the cars just zooming by in sharp curves.
You don't hear them when you're inside.
Yeah.
But if we were sitting outside, we'd probably hear it on the
Yeah.
live stream. So we chose to sit inside.
Yeah.
So you guys could hear us.
Exactly.
And it's not bad. It's cooled way down.
Yeah, it's cooled down really fast. We learned a trick yesterday, and we're trying it out for the first time today, and it really seems to be working. If you have an RV that has ducted air conditioning, like ours does, so we have air conditioning, ducts, and for this rig,
Hi, Brilliant.
and for this rig, it's just all one ducting system. So the front AC and the rear AC both blow air through all the vents. And what we were,
Bye, Air Force guy.
and what we were told by Tiffin, actually, it was a Tiffin suggestion, is if you want to cool down your rig, you close all the vents in the bedroom and then turn both the air conditioners on, because then that rear air conditioner is actually blowing more cold air up to the front. And it cooled down 20 degrees in like 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was 106 when we got in here. And then it got down to 86 real fast. And I don't know where we're at. Where are we at now?
Pretty convenient, but we got like a minute.
We got a minute.
Yeah, before we're done.
All right. Well, then I better hurry up and find the temperature. It is currently, it's only cooled down 1 degree up here since then in the last hour, but it's cooled down 6 degrees in the back with the vents closed.
I know. It's actually cooled down a whole lot in the back, faster than it has in the front.
Yeah.
With the vents closed.
Yeah. So
Maybe we should close them in the front.
this is going to wrap up this month's live stream. Next month, we're going to have a ton of stuff to talk about.
Oh,
And we're going to be with a ton of people. Some you may like, some you may not. We like them all. You should too. If you don't like them, you need to get right with yourself and start liking these people. Who am I talking about? Well, you'll have to figure that out yourself later, because I'm not telling.
But we'll be with them
But
soon.
we'll be with them soon. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I got to do one more thing. My bad. I didn't put this up at all. Last month's Super Chatters.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all for your Super Chats. As always, all of our Super Chat money goes to the Wayward Wax to help make their small veteran charity donation just a little bit bigger, because we're better together, and helping small local veterans charities is the way to go, because they do the most good in the community and usually the most underfunded. Thank you, Hank. I appreciate that. We pray for you too, my friend. So thank you guys so much for watching, and
Make your next journey an epic adventure.
epic. What do you think, Talon?
It's approved.
It's proved. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next month.